This podcast is for informational purposes only and should not be taken as medical advice. Always consult with a healthcare professional before making any changes to your health routine. Welcome back, beautiful friends, to another nourishing episode of Pure Bliss Living. I'm your host Ariana, and I'm so grateful to be sharing this space with you today. Whether you're tuning in during your morning walk, winding down after a long day, or simply carving out a little pocket of time for yourself, this moment is yours. So take a deep breath, maybe grab your favorite cozy drink or a snack, and let's settle into something truly juicy. And I mean that literally, because today we're diving into one of the nature's sweetest gifts, grapes. Now, you've probably enjoyed grapes as a refreshing snack, tossed them in your salads, or even savored them in a glass of wine. But did you know that these tiny fruits are packed with compounds that may help protect your brain, enhance memory, and support long-term cognitive health? Seriously, these little bursts of sweetness are way more powerful than they look. In this episode, we're peeling back the science, the nutrition, and the lifestyle magic behind grapes. We'll explore how antioxidants like resveratrol can influence brain aging, how different grape colors vary in cognitive benefits, and how grapes fit beautifully into brain-supportive diets like the Mind and Mediterranean approaches. We'll also get deliciously practical with easy ways to add grapes into your daily meals and a few mindful tips to support your brain without stress or overwhelm. Before we dive in, I want to share a quick important reminder. This podcast is for informational and educational purposes only and should never be taken as a medical advice. I'm not a doctor or a licensed healthcare professional. So if you're considering major dietary changes or have health conditions, especially related to blood sugar or cognitive health, always consult your trusted provider first. We're here to explore, learn, and support each other, but your body is unique and deserves personalized care. So, with that in mind, let's open our hearts and minds to the power of nourishment, the joy of simplicity, and the fascinating science behind one of the nature's most beautiful brain foods. Let's talk about how grapes, yes, humble little grapes, can help us support memory, clarity, and long-term brain vitality, one bite at a time. We often think of grapes as a go-to snack for toddlers or the thing we casually nibble on while waiting for dinner. But grapes are actually packed with antioxidants, natural polyphenols, and brain-nourishing compounds that make them a quiet superfood in the world of memory and mental clarity. What makes them so powerful? It's all in their natural plant chemistry. Grapes, particularly red, black, and purple varieties, are rich in resveratrol, quercetin, anthocyanins, and other flavonoids that contribute to their protective properties. These polyphenols are known for their ability to cross the blood-brain barrier, which is essential when it comes to directly influencing brain function. They not only reduce oxidative stress in neurons, but also help inhibit the buildup of harmful proteins linked to cognitive decline. Interestingly, red and black grapes tend to have a higher concentration of these compounds, especially in the skin and seeds, compared to green grapes. While green grapes still offer benefits, they generally contain fewer brain-boosting polyphenols. That vibrant pigment we see in darker grapes is actually a signal of their higher antioxidant content, which plays a direct role in combating neurodegeneration. The resveratrol in grapes has gained attention for its potential to support healthy aging of the brain by improving mitochondrial function and increasing circulation, which helps maintain neuroplasticity, the brain's ability to adapt and form new connections. Some emerging research even suggests it might support the growth of new brain cells or enhance synaptic communication, though this area is still developing. Think of resveratrol as not only a shield, but also a possible brain gardener, nurturing growth and resilience from within. So, why do grapes and plants like them have such a meaningful impact on cognitive wellness? It all goes back to inflammation and circulation. Many cognitive issues, including brain fog and forgetfulness, can be worsened by poor blood flow or chronic low-grade inflammation. The polyphenols in grapes are known to suppress pro-inflammatory pathways while boosting antioxidant activity that protects neurons from oxidative damage, a major factor in both short-term memory decline and long-term risk of dementia. In fact, research has shown that regular grape consumption can improve short-term memory, focus, and even reaction time, particularly in older adults and middle-aged populations. While results can vary, studies have found that benefits might be noticeable within 6 to 12 weeks of consistent intake, especially when grapes are consumed daily as part of a balanced diet. And yes, grapes do offer some long-term protection too. While they're not a replacement for medical treatment, their anti-inflammatory and neuroprotective actions may help lower the risk of cognitive diseases like Alzheimer's and vascular dementia by maintaining healthy blood flow to the brain and reducing cellular stress. It's also worth noting that different age groups may experience different effects. While older adults may see improvements in memory, children and young adults may benefit from increased attention and learning efficiency. The brain is always active and always receptive to nourishment. If you're now craving grapes, honestly, same here. Let's dive into some genuinely blissful and brain-smart ways to invite more of these juicy little wonders into your everyday routine. What I love about grapes is how beautifully versatile they are. Whether you're reaching for a snack, creating a full meal, or putting together a fancy board for a dinner party, grapes show up as a sweet, crunchy, and surprisingly powerful ally for your brain. And the best part? These ideas aren't just delicious, they're deeply nourishing and aligned with how your body and brain naturally thrive. Let's start with the easiest one. Keep a bowl of rinsed grapes right at eye level in your fridge. It's such a small shift, but it makes a huge difference in how we snack. We're more likely to reach for what's visible and accessible. So having grapes ready to go turns mindless munching into mindful nourishment. And here's a fun twist. Try freezing them. Frozen grapes are the ultimate summer treat. They have that refreshing crunch, almost like a mini popsicle, but without any added sugars or preservatives. Even better, freezing doesn't significantly degrade their nutrient value. In fact, it may help preserve some of the antioxidant powerhouses like resveratrol, a compound found mostly in the skin of red and black grapes that has been linked in studies to slower brain aging and improved memory retention. If you're feeling a bit more inspired, elevate your snack into a little gourmet moment with a grape and a goat cheese toast. Toast a hearty slice of whole grain bread, rich in fiber to stabilize blood sugar and support gut-brain communication. Then spread on a layer of creamy goat cheese. Add halved grapes and finish it off with fresh thyme or a pinch of cracked black pepper. Not only is this combination dreamy on the taste buds, but it also creates a well-rounded cognitive boost. The healthy fats in goat cheese may help your body absorb fat-soluble antioxidants from the grape more effectively, while the savory elements balance the sweetness to prevent sugar spikes. It's a snack that feels indulgent but actually feeds your brain. One of my favorite ways to add grapes into meals is through vibrant, texture-rich salads. Think about tossing them into a bowl of peppery arugula, crunchy walnuts, creamy feta, and maybe a drizzle of balsamic glaze. This combo doesn't just satisfy your plate, it aligns perfectly with both the Mind diet and the Mediterranean diet, two research-backed nutritional approaches known for supporting long-term brain health and reducing cognitive decline. These diets emphasize plant-based fats, polyphenol-rich fruits, and leafy greens, all of which work in harmony with the nutrients in grapes to support memory, attention, and neuroprotection. Grapes in this setting offer a crisp, sweet counterpoint to more earthy flavors while also boosting the antioxidant density of your meal. For busy mornings, grapes are an easy grab-and-go smoothie add-in. Throw in a handful alongside spinach, banana, a scoop of nut butter, and almond milk. and you've got yourself a brain-boosting breakfast in minutes. Grapes act as a natural sweetener, so you can skip the honey or sugary yogurts, and they blend beautifully into the mix without overpowering other flavors. Naturally, when grapes are combined with vitamin C rich fruits like banana or citrus, the synergy may actually increase the bioavailability of their polyphenols, giving your brain an even stronger dose of those protective compounds that guard against oxidative stress. Blending also breaks down the skin, helping your body access resveratrol and other antioxidants more efficiently. Now, if you want to take things to a more savory, cozy place, try roasting your grapes. Yes, roasting. When you bake grapes in the oven with a touch of olive oil and rosemary, they undergo this caramelized transformation that turns them into little bursts of sweet, savory magic. Roasted grapes pair incredibly well with grain bowls, soft cheeses, or even as a topping for flatbreads. From a brain health angle, pairing roasted grapes with heart healthy olive oil and herbs like rosemary, which have been linked to memory enhancement in some studies, can turn your meal into a powerful, multi-layered experience of both taste and nourishment. It's a great way to keep your meals exciting while layering in those neuroprotective benefits. If you're reaching for convenience products, keep an eye on labels. 100% pure grape juice, ideally with no added sugars, is a great way to get a concentrated dose of great polyphenols. Just remember, juice lacks the fiber that whole grapes provide, so it can spike blood sugar more quickly. It's best enjoyed in moderation or paired with a protein or fat to balance the glycemic impact. Raisins or dried grapes are another option, offering portability and sweetness on the go. But again, concentration is key. Just a small handful can pack in a lot of sugar, so enjoy them mindfully, and if possible, combine them with nuts, yogurt, or whole grains to help slow absorption and keep energy stable. So whether you're snacking, blending, roasting, or sipping, there are so many joyful, flavorful ways to welcome grapes into your daily flow. The key is to choose what feels easy, satisfying, and sustainable for you. Let grapes be your entry point in a brain-friendly kitchen. One small choice, one delicious bite at a time. Now, how much is enough when it comes to grapes? While there are no official dosage, most studies used in the equivalent of 1 to 2 cups of grapes per day, or around 150 to 300 grams. That's a generous snack or a thoughtful addition to a meal. That said, moderation matters. Grapes are naturally high in sugar, so people with insulin resistance, diabetes, or metabolic concerns should consult their doctors and possibly pair grapes with high fiber or protein-rich foods to reduce glycemic impact. Another point to keep in mind, pesticides. Grapes are often on the Environmental Working Group's Dirty Dozen list, which means they can carry pesticide residue. Whenever possible, opt for organic or well-washed grapes to maximize the benefits without the unwanted extras. Before we wrap up, I want to invite you into a short, mindful moment. Wherever you are, walking, folding laundry, or just lying down, take a gentle breath. Think about your brain, this beautiful, buzzing organ that stores your memories, powers your creativity, lets you love, laugh, and learn. Maybe take a second to silently thank your mind for all the ways it shows up for you, even on hard days. And maybe, just maybe, you'll start seeing food like grapes as a way of saying thank you to your brain too. Because whether you're navigating a high-stress moment, rebuilding after postpartum recovery, caring for a loved one with chronic illness, or just trying to remember where you left your keys, these small acts of nourishment matter. Grapes may not be magic, but their gentle, consistent support can play a beautiful role in long-term cognitive well-being. Before we wrap up today's episode, I want to leave you with a soft and soulful reflection. One that you can carry with you into the rest of your day, your week, and maybe even your kitchen. Take a moment wherever you are to pause and breathe deeply, Tune into your body, into your mind, and ask yourself gently, what's one simple, loving way I can invite more brain-supportive foods like grapes into my daily rhythm this week? It doesn't have to be anything dramatic or complicated. Maybe it's as simple as choosing grapes instead of a processed snack during that afternoon energy dip. Maybe you'll try adding a handful of grapes to your morning yogurt bowl, your lunchtime salad, or even just keep them rinsed and ready on the counter as a gentle nudge toward mindful nourishment. You might even want to freeze some as a cooling treat for those moments when you need a mental reset or a sweet reward without the sugar crash. You could even challenge yourself to bring grapes to your workday or share them during a family snack time, turning something small into something sacred and shared. Whatever you choose, let it come from a place of kindness. Don't make this about pressure or performance. This is about intention. Planting one tiny seed of care that says, I value my brain, I honor my energy, I deserve to feel supported. Nourishment isn't just about what we eat, it's about how we offer it to ourselves. Let this be an act of love, not another item on your to-do list. And as you move through your week, stay curious. Notice how these little changes make you feel. Maybe you find more clarity, more energy, and just a quiet sense of satisfaction from treating yourself with thoughtfulness. That alone is a beautiful win. Your brain is working hard for you every single moment, processing, creating, remembering, dreaming. What a gift to offer is a little gratitude in return. So I'll leave you with this gentle question to carry forward. How can I make nourishment feel joyful today? Let grapes be your starting point, your tiny, juicy reminder that small choices really can ripple into powerful well-being. And that brings us to the end of today's juicy journey, my friend. I hope you're walking away with this episode feeling a little more inspired, a little more curious, and perhaps a lot more in love with grapes than you were before we started. Isn't it amazing how something so small, so familiar can carry such deep power, not just as food, but as medicine for the mind, fuel for the spirit, and comfort for your body? We covered a lot today, from the science of polyphenols and antioxidants to practical, joyful ways to bring grapes into your daily life, whether fresh, frozen, blended, roasted, or even paired with goat cheese on toast. And as always, it's not about doing everything perfectly. It's about choosing what feels right for you. Every snack, every meal, every intention is a chance to support your brain, your energy, and your overall well-being. Before you go, I want to leave you with a simple reflection. What's one small nourishing way you can welcome more brain-loving foods like grapes into your life this week? Maybe it's switching out your afternoon treat, maybe it's adding grapes to your breakfast, or maybe it's simply being more mindful about how you feel your body and mind. Let that question be your invitation, not to do more, but to care more, to choose nourishment as an act of self-respect, not just self-care. And if this episode sparked something for you, whether it was a new recipe idea, a science tidbit you found fascinating, or just a warm feeling of being supported, I would love for you to share it. Your voice helps keep this space growing and glowing with love. Until next time, stay curious, stay gentle with yourself, and keep making space for the things that bring you joy and clarity. And remember, sometimes the smallest things you really do makes the biggest difference, like grapes. Please like and subscribe, and take care of yourself. Bye for now.